Hello, I'm Claire from Family Mediation and Mentoring. I wanted to do a video today on some of the brilliant resources that are available for both children and parents when they are separating and divorcing. These are just some of the favourites, but there are some brilliant books listed on our website as well, or if you want more information you can always contact us. Now, if you've got smaller children, there are some beautiful young picture books that are really looking at how children can manage the separation, thinking about the emotions they might be feeling, and are really nice to have in both parents' houses. One of my favourites is Mum and Dad Glue, an absolutely beautiful book. There's also Jack, which is just a book about how emotions might feel when we're going through divorce and our parents are separating. Really great books to have if we're looking at those issues. If our children are a bit older, there are some nice books and journals that they can write in to talk about their feelings, to talk about the things that they're going through and how those changes might be managed. There's a fabulous book called The Split Survival Guide, which is on our website too, a must have. And the Divorce Journal, so again, a way to process our thoughts, think about how we're feeling, think about how other people might be acting in those circumstances. For parents, there are some fabulous books and resources around. One I'm very proud of is the Separated Parents Guide, which is Parenting Through Separation by Resolution. I was a co-author of this book with the rest of the committee, and there's some fantastic information in there about how to manage the separation, how to do it well, what reactions we might hear from children, what they might say and what they might do, and how we can do this in the best way. There's also a really lovely book written by Marcy Scholl called The Co-Parenting Method. Really good tools and tips and suggestions for when we find co-parenting difficult or we want to navigate some of those tricky paths. It's a must-have and a definite read. If we're trying to work out how to talk to our children about separation, this book by Scott Doherty is fabulous, just talking us through the things to think about and what to say. And that can be something that parents often say in mediation is really hard to discuss, think about, and even consider. So a good book and a nice easy read. For parents who are also trying to navigate all of the other issues that you've got to deal with when you separate and divorce, in a MIAM meeting we will go through all of the ways you can manage those things, if it's in mediation, another form of dispute resolution, or even the court process. And although in a MIAM a mediator will go through all of those with you, it's really difficult to cover everything in detail. And so a book I regularly recommend is by Jo O'Sullivan called Almost Anything But Family Court. And this is a great whiz through all of the different options for how resolution of financial arrangements and also children arrangements can be dealt with, including mediation and including the court process. Obviously the court process being where she's trying to avoid you going. Hopefully those are just a snapshot of some really helpful books that are around. We have lots of recommendations. We've read lots of brilliant books. As I say, some are on our website and there's a resources page that hopefully will be helpful. But if there's a particular book or information that you think would be helpful to you, please let us know. Drop us an email, hello@familymnm.co.uk, and I'll be happy to help.